Hello. Yes, we welcome you back to PSSB, Physical Sciences Silver Bullet, and it's me, Richard, once again. Yeah, tonight we are looking at this question. It says, draw force diagram indicating all forces acting on each of the block. All surfaces involved are rough. Okay, let us look at this one. Okay, let us start with A. Okay, A is on the surface. Let us explore the forces which we know. The first one is the usual one, the traditional one, which is Fg, acting vertically downwards. This is an incline, so remember normal force must meet the surface at 90. So that's our normal force. What else do we know? There is the string, which comes with tension. What else do we know? We are indicating A. What else do we know? The surface is rough, so there is Fk there. So what you have here is the free body diagram of A. Okay, let's see what we have for B. B is also sitting on the horizontal surface and is also experiencing the gravitational force. It is also sitting on the surface, so our normal force is there. It has applied force. Behind there is a string which comes with tension. It is moving upwards. The surface is rough, so comes our friction force. So those are the two bodies. This is for B. Those are the two force diagrams we get here. Okay. Then comes this question. We are supposed to have to draw the force diagram indicating all the forces acting on each. So let us look at A. Okay. What forces do we know which are acting on A? First of all, it is hanging, so it doesn't have normal force. But we know it has our Fg, like all objects. What else do we have? We have the string on A, which comes with a tension. Okay. Now we have the string upwards, which also comes with a tension. But you have also to know that this tension here is also equal to F. So you have two choices to pick from there. So what you have here is the force diagram indicating all the forces on A. Let us go to B. Okay, this is our B. What do we know? There's a tension here caused by that string. Okay, what else is there? We know our traditional one, which is Fg. We do not have normal force, For the same reason as here, the block is hanging, it's not sitting on the ground. Okay. Yeah, then comes this question. What are we supposed to do? To have or to draw the force diagram indicating all the forces on each. So if you have A, what are the forces which are there? It is hanging, so there's no normal force, but it has our traditional one, which is Fg. Okay. What else do we know? We have our tension, and that is all. Let's go to B. What are the forces which are acting on B? We have our Fg, as usual. Then there's a string which brings in our tension. Okay, that is that. So comes this question. What do we need? Force diagram indicating all the forces on A and B. Let us look at the forces on A. Okay, so there's a string which brings in the tension. Okay, what else do we know? It is rough, so which means that our Fk is this side. What else do we know? It is sitting on the ground, so that causes our normal force and our traditional Fg. Okay, let's look at the B. For B, what are the forces which we know? There is applied force. Okay, there is the string which comes with tension, and the surface is rough, so there is friction force. Okay, it is sitting on the ground, so that one causes Fn, and our traditional Fg. Okay, those are the force diagrams of A and B. So comes this question, and what does it want? We need force diagram of each. Okay, let us look at A. What do we know about A? There's a string, so we have the tension, and surface is rough, so there is friction force. There's this traditional Fg, always acting vertically downwards, and it is sitting on the ground, so we have Fn. Okay, so we go to our B. Okay, what do we have for B? Let's put it here. Okay, we know the string which causes our tension. Surface is rough, so it brings in Fk. Okay, there's a two-dimensional force here, so we indicate it. What else do we know? The body is sitting on the ground. That one causes our normal force and our traditional Fg, which is always acting vertically downwards. Okay, so then comes this question, and what does it want? It wants the force diagram indicating all the forces which are acting on A and B. So let us look at A. What are the forces which are acting on A? The same usual one. So A is on incline. So there's a string which causes tension. The surface is rough, so there is Fk. There is a traditional Fg acting vertically downwards, and there is a normal force by virtue of the object being on the surface, sitting on the surface. So those are the forces we'll have for B. For A, sorry. For A. Okay, let us go to B. For B, the object is there. What do we know? We have our traditional gravitational force. Normal force is due to being on the surface, so we have it there. And what else do we know? We have the string which brings in tension. And what else do we know? It is on the rough surface, so it comes with Fk. Our force here is a two-dimensional force. So technically, this is what we have for our B. So these are the two force diagrams indicating all the forces on A and B. And with that, we'd like to thank you. The channel is PSSB. See you next time. Bye-bye. Don't forget to subscribe and to like. Okay.